See that? See that light that doesn't say check in it? That's an MIL light, which I'm not entirely sure what MIL stands for. But then there's the check engine light, which means to check the engine. And then that flashy light right there, that's like, looks really weird. It looks like a fart, kind of. Really is like the little sticky part that stands up and down with little dots in the middle. That's supposed to be a filter, a DPF filter. And then the part that looks like it's blowing through the filter, that's supposed to represent what's called a regen. So, when it is solid on, it is actually supposed to be, it means it needs a regen. When it's flashing, it means it needs a regen right now. Except for one problem, which is when I push the button, it will not regen. So, we are at the Petro in Amarillo tonight, out back. They're going to come out and do what's called a forced regen on it. And it's actually brought up 2 codes. Let me see if I can see the code. So you hit the button, and then you go scroll down to diagnostics, and then you hit that active 2 codes, and you have 2 EEC codes, which is the engine emissions controls or whatever. And you see service engine emission system 10% derate. You hit the button again, and you get a diagnostic code of SPN 3556 FMI 18. It's actually an 18. I don't know why it's not showing up as an 18. See there, it's an 18. Okay. So then you have to go down to the next code. So service engine emission system 25% derate. Hit the button, and you have a diagnostic code of 3719 FMI 16. So this is my problem tonight. I get to sit it out here in Amarillo and try to figure it out, at least this evening and maybe into tomorrow. So I guess we're gonna see. Anyway, that's it. You know, I would say keep the shiny side up, and I'll see you down the road. But until this is fixed, I'm not entirely sure what's gonna happen. Okay, so we're having fun this evening, let me tell you. I just had the video up as far as, like, I just made a video. I was going to make another video that kind of better explain things as far as what's going on with the truck. So, here's the deal. And this is what I know now, because, and I'll show you what's going on here in a second. But, what happened was I got up this morning, I saw a little puff of smoke coming out of the exhaust, a little bit of smoke coming out of the exhaust this morning. I do idle the truck overnight, generally. My APU is not working. I haven't, it keeps throwing a belt. I just don't want to mess with it. I've had 3 belts replaced. I need to get into Thermo King to look at it, and I just haven't done it yet. So I just don't want to take the time. I mean, I take the time when it's down. I just don't want to spend the money. Like, and when you're an owner-op, you don't want to spend money. So I've just been idling the truck at night. You're supposed to idle it up. Have I been doing that? Not really. But that saves me fuel by not idling it up, but it may be a dumb thing to do. So listen, we all make mistakes. I totally get it. So the problem that I had, or that I started out with, was that this morning I saw a little bit of puff of smoke coming from the exhaust when I left out of where was I? Lyman, Colorado. I was going into Denver to make a drop. Immediately when I checked, it popped up with a check engine light, which is the little orange light, and then a check engine. It's like an MIL light and a check engine light. So I kind of paid attention to it, kind of monitored it all day. When it was finally stopped, I was in Denver. I checked it, and it was like the issue was basically the issue basically was that it was like a DOC exhaust temperature low or something like that, so it wasn't allowed to do a regen or something like that. The exhaust temperature was too low, which I think it was just part of the cold. So I went on to do what I needed to do for the rest of the day, you know, and I got loaded and started back down towards Amarillo, because I'm going to spend the night here in Amarillo. And then from Amarillo, I'm going to go to Oklahoma City, which is where it's where I'm supposed to be at tomorrow or Monday. So that's kind of the plan, or was the plan. Well, on the way down here, the regen light started flashing, or started coming on, came on solid and stayed on solid. And then about 50 miles ago, it started flashing at me, which means it needs one right now. I need to pull over at my earliest convenience to do a regen. So I pushed it to Amarillo, figuring I probably had 50 miles to get down to Amarillo and everything, and I do it here in Amarillo. I pull in, back into my spot, won't let me do a regen. So a little irritated by that, and I'm just like, okay, what do I need to do then? So called Freightliner, talked to them about it. They said it probably won't let you do a regen, and the reason is because it's the exhaust temperature was too low or something like that. So that's why I wouldn't do a regen, or that's why I had a failed regen or something like that this morning. So, okay, what can we do to fix it? Well, you gotta get it in and get it looked at. Okay. So I thought, well, maybe a forced regen. So I call him back. So what about a forced regen? And he says, yeah, a forced regen might work, but we will see, we could try that and see. It's $225, $250 to get it done. Well, does Petro do a forced regen? Oh, I don't know. So I called Petro. They, sure enough, they do a forced regen. So I came back over here, and they charge $75 for a forced regen. It's like, okay. So we're doing a forced regen now, and I want you guys to see what's going on as far as that's concerned. So you can see that the two lights are still on. I have the diagnostic code pulled up. I'm not going to touch anything because he has the computer hooked up and doing a forced regen. And you can see that it says on the regen here that the soot level is high. So I don't know what any of this other information is. I see EGR differential pressure, EGR valve position, exhaust gas temperatures of 632.53 degrees Fahrenheit. I see a DEF tank at 71. I don't know. If anybody else knows what all this means, let me know. But yeah, this is what we're doing. So there's the active regen time. We've been doing this about 5 minutes or so, and everything. So yeah. But that's what we're doing. So I am gonna probably order a pizza because by the time I got everything situated over here, my food options are to either go into the deli here and get something, or to cook in the truck. But I don't want to do that while it's doing a forced regen, or to order food. So I'm gonna order a thin crust pizza, which is okay actually, because each piece of pizza is only 3 grams of carbohydrates or something. Or I think I added it up one time. It's actually not a lot per piece of pizza. So order a pizza, and I might order a pizza for the shop guys too, because I'm nice like that. But anyway, that's my update for today. I'll probably videotape whatever I'm doing tomorrow, and then put that video out on Sunday. But I thought maybe you guys might like to see what's going on. So Pepper and I are going to go out for a walk here shortly, just as soon as I get off this video with you guys. And we're going to let this regen and figure out what's going on, and then maybe an update later tonight. Keep trying to set up. See you guys down the road.